Hiya. So I'm talking about relationships today. This is something that I felt I wanted to do a video on because I have a lot of clients that have relationship issues, kind of attachment, codependency, not really understanding themselves. And they're very immersed in relationships that aren't working. I suppose it's just kind of looking at it from different perspectives, really. But with regards to relationships, I think it's really important to honour our intimate relationships, so our relationships with boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, etc., in the same way that you would with a friendship. Because I think what can happen is, I think people can get so immersed in this kind of need rather than want. And what I mean by that is the need for somebody rather than wanting them. It's very important to understand the difference between codependency and actually wanting to be with someone. So what I mean by that is lots of people, I feel, are in relationships for wrong reasons. They can be with somebody because they feel that there's something missing within them, and quite often you find that people will be drawn to someone of the opposite sex or same sex, whatever the relationship be. That is what they've been missing in their past. So it could be that they go for someone that's the complete opposite to maybe their parents, or in what they had in a previous relationship, and they're trying to find something that to heal a wound, to heal something that's missing in what they didn't have. This can become quite unhealthy because once you fix that wound, you then find that you maybe don't need that dependency anymore, if that makes sense. And I find this so often with clients. It's very, very important to want to be with someone because you enjoy being with them and their company, rather than the need to be with them because you feel you cannot live without them. I often have clients that come to me and they've had breakups and they've got with somebody new very, very quickly, and I'm always kind of being given the information by my spirit guides that it's too soon. I think it's very, very important to understand yourself and to grow as a person and understand who you are in order for you to be with somebody else. Really understand what you're about, what makes you tick, what you love about yourself, what's your dark shadows, what do you need to work on, what are the things that are limiting beliefs within you. We can get so attached by somebody else's opinion of us and we lose our identity. We become kind of mirror images of the person that we're with rather than our true self. And this is when sometimes relationships break down because you end up growing as a person and you realise that what you thought you needed wasn't what you needed. And this is great strength in you as a person because you've actually developed yourself and you've become more aware of who you are and you're less dependent on somebody. However, in order for you to not make the mistakes and then have the heartache later down the line, it's far better to really understand who you are before you throw yourself into a relationship. So if you're kind of going through separation at the moment, really kind of think about getting to know who you are before jumping straight in. The biggest thing I can say to you is to understand you, to get to know you, to grow who you are, to become so happy with who you are that if you were on a desert island and you were completely alone, you would be content in your own being. You would be content in being just with yourself. It's crucial because I think that as human beings, it's so important that we understand that we are one and that we aren't separate, and we should unite together. As we know from this virus, being away from people, it's separation. You feel lonely, and it's important, so important, to be around people and to be around your tribe, so to speak, the people that you can relate to. However, it's also very important to understand who you are and not attached to people that maybe aren't right for you just because you feel that you need to be with someone, is what I'm trying to say. So of course, great to be in relationships, great to be in big friendships groups, but if you're just in that particular situation because you feel that you need to be, because society puts that fit that you should be, then that's the wrong reasons, and then in turn later down the line that is not going to work. It will crumble. Like anything, if it hasn't got a proper structure to it and a proper base, eventually it will crumble. So really, really think about that today. It's it's one of those kind of soul searching things, isn't it? Where you kind of need to go within and really think about what you need, what you desire, what you want. And you can meditate on this. You can look at what's not working in your relationship, and what is working, and what is it that, what is it about the relationship that does work and what doesn't work. But also to really, really think, am I dependent on this person, or can I survive? Do I know who I am? Can I be me without having to ask another person, should I do this, should I do that? Can I answer for myself and have that true inner knowing that I know who I am and I can make decisions for myself? I don't need somebody else to make those decisions for me. You know, we can make some huge decisions in our life and we feel that we need somebody else's approval, somebody else's opinion, and in actual fact we should be going from within. We should be going from what we feel about the situation, our gut, our higher self, our feeling within us. So I just wanted to kind of come in today because obviously where I have clients with, relationship issues and issues with their selves, I thought it was something that I just wanted to highlight today. So I hope that gives you time for reflection. You can kind of look at that and have a think about it. Okay, thanks, bye.